They say a man inside died of smoke inhalation, but they are not releasing his name.
I've never actually seen nothing like that before. I mean, the flames were at least 20 feet above the roof. I mean, it was just wild. I've never seen anything like something out of a movie.
Two firefighters were injured. They were taken to the hospital, treated, and released.
On the other side of Cumberland County, fire crews were battling another house fire. This fire also started around 4 this morning on Southside Drive near Newville. Flames destroyed the home. 3 adults did get out safely. Investigators say the home had fire alarms, but they weren't working. One of the adults woke up to the crackling and popping sounds of fire.
Now to a bizarre story out of Fulton County. A woman will stand trial for allegedly poisoning her boyfriend.
And authorities say she used a product most of us have in our medicine cabinet to do it. Lindsay Davis reports.
For years, 45-year-old Thurman Edgar Nesbitt III suffered from nausea and vomiting, blood pressure fluctuation, and difficulty breathing. He told police he suspected someone was putting something in his water. Police say that someone was this woman, his 33-year-old girlfriend, Vicki Jo Mills.
We drew blood to send away to the lab to see what chemical it might possibly be.
And the something she was allegedly lacing his water with? Visine is apparently capable of doing much more than getting the red out. According to medical experts, when administered orally in large quantities, Visine can cause dangerous side effects, including blurred vision, respiratory failure, seizures, even a coma. Police arrested Mills Thursday, charging her with aggravated assault, simple assault, and reckless endangerment for reportedly putting the eye drops in her drinking water about a dozen times over the past 3 years, causing him to become severely ill. According to the affidavit, she never meant to kill him, only wanted him to pay more attention to her.
In most of these scenarios, it's been women attempting to poison men, and they tend to use what is readily available.
Eye drops are clearly readily available. This Ohio woman spent 15
You're not afraid, then how come you're always a chicken?
After she eye drops in a former co-worker's coffee, she said she did it
What?
for revenge.
Who's a chicken?
Motivated her to squeeze
Your
a few
little
drops of
brother?
Visine into her drink and keep
I believe that. What?
As for Vicki
Whatever.
McConnellsburg, she's free on bail and heads back to court next month.
Well, tonight, friends
like
and
7 years
family
old.
will
He's
gather
afraid
to
of the
remember a
basement.
Gettysburg woman who was shot and killed earlier this month. 19-year-old Siobhan Brown was shot to death on August 3rd while driving in a car. Police say she was not the intended target. Tonight at 8:30, there's a candlelight vigil at Gettysburg Middle School.
And now to the latest on the Penn State scandal. The legal team for former University President Graham Spanier will hold a news conference next week in Philadelphia about what it calls inaccuracies in the Free Report. The report says Spanier and other school officials covered up the child sex abuse allegations against Jerry Sandusky. Spanier has not been charged and remains a tenured faculty member. He is currently on sabbatical and on the payroll.
Meanwhile, Penn State is at risk of losing its accreditation because of the Free Report findings and the NCAA sanctions. By the Middle State Commission of Higher Education. According to Penn State's website, the commission has put the university on warning status and has required a monitoring report be submitted by the end of next month.
Some state lawmakers were back at work today talking pensions. The House State Government and Finance Committees had a joint hearing, and it was packed. Pensions for state workers and school employees will drain state and local budgets for years. Lawmakers want to get away from taxpayer-funded defined benefit plans and go to defined contribution plans similar to those offered in the private sector. Some argue that's unconstitutional to make changes for current employees, but not all lawmakers agree with that.
And I think if there's a problem with our Pennsylvania Constitution, I think the people need to support a constitutional amendment to allow us to do just that. Because I think ultimately we need to move the system to where it's defined contribution rather than defined benefits. I think that's the only thing we can ultimately afford.
And pension talks will continue because of the dole into the process.
A former Lancaster County airplane repair business and several of its employees are charged in an airplane inspection fraud scheme. The U.S. Attorney says between 2006 and 2009, customers of Flying Tiger were charged for certified aircraft inspections, but the inspections were either not done or were not done by FAA certified mechanics. president of Flying Tigers Incorporated, Joel Stout of Elizabethtown, and Howard Gunter of New Bloomfield are charged with mail and wire fraud, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice.
Beginning next year, things like computers, laptops, monitors, and TVs will not be allowed to go out with trash. That's because the state has adopted a new electronics recycling law, and trash haulers are not allowed to haul it away. The DEP says covered devices like computers contain metals that should not go into landfills. They also have metals that can be separated and reused. One-day drop-off programs will be organized. Well, Lebanon County is celebrating a medal tonight, gold, as in the Olympics.
That's right. Well, for the first time in history, a daughter of Lebanon County took home gold, and the community is celebrating with her.
And later, check your monthly statement. Banks are increasing their fees. Just how much? We have details ahead in Business News.
It's the summer sales event at your Quality Plus Sports Store. The perfect time of year to get huge savings on America's favorite brand, like Ford Focus. Now get a new 2012 Focus with no money down and no interest for 5 years. Or lease for just $139 a month. Focus features available voice-activated SIM and gets up to 40 highway MPG. And right now, with no money down
Oh.
and no interest for 5 years. Or lease for only
My face is like oval-ish.
sales event at your Quality Plus Sports Store today.
See?
Your home is your biggest investment. And when it comes to its purchase and care, you want the best professionals. And now you can easily find them at abc27.com, your perfect home. That's where you'll find Central Pennsylvania's top home improvement and real estate specialists. People you can trust to get the job done right.
Like your hair too. Spiky. Yeah.
Spiky!
Okay.
I love spiky hair.
We got flooring in this room.
Yeah, female hedgehog's good.
Check it out. It's Empire's Home House Sale. Buy flooring with installation for 2 rooms and get flooring for the rest of your rooms free. As many as you like. And right now, pay no interest till 2014. Don't miss Empire's Home House Sale. Buy 2 rooms, get the rest free. Call today. 800-588-2300 Empire. The Miles for Smiles motorcycle ride will benefit the Capital Area Therapeutic Walking Association.
What?
August 25th, beginning at the Shelbyville BMW.
Yes, please.
First annual Ben and Tim Memorial Run. It's August 25th.
And I want my hair pink.
Hi, I'm Brett Thacker inviting you to come out to the 12th annual Michael Cup Golf Tournament on
This
Saturday,
pink.
September 15th at the Carlisle Barracks Golf Course. Tee time is at 8 o'clock, and this benefits the Central Pennsylvania Mental Health Agencies along with the Chateau Foundation for Mental Health.
I had a real Leave It to Beaver childhood. My parents gave me the confidence to take risks. I think in some ways my mom gave me my spirit, but my dad gave me my soul. Katie, a new daytime talk show premiering September 10th.
You're watching ABC 27, Central Pennsylvania's news leader.
Well, it's gray out there and real colorful on your maps. That means there's some things going on.
Yeah, we got some activity on the radar. 2 storms in particular that I want to keep close eye. I would not be surprised hearing some wind gusts, pretty strong wind gusts, and also some hail from the one that we're seeing in northwestern Lancaster County. So we also have another one that's producing a warning that's just south of York County. So those are the 2 strong cells, and you can see that there's a yellow arrow that's kind of spinning around. That's an indication that there is some cyclonic motion, some rotation within that storm. Some of the stronger storms always contain some of that rotation, but this is indicating some stronger rotation. I also think we could see some pretty good areas that could likely see some hail coming out of these. We've already had some hail reports coming out of West Virginia with some similar cells that look exactly like this, and they had up to 1-inch size hail. So this is why I want to keep a close eye on what we have happening here across northwestern Lancaster County. So it's just now south of at least the core of this cell, heading towards East Donegal. So now it's moving more of a southeast to easterly direction. There's no real mechanism that's pushing this eastward. They sort of have a mind of their own here, and sometimes they'll track north, sometimes east, and it looks like the core of this cell kind of dropping southeast. So it looks like areas there along Mount Joy. Also showing this, you see, also looking at this entire yellow box. That is the severe thunderstorm warning area, with the core of that moving off towards now perhaps Mount Joy, maybe closer to the Hemphill area as well. Here's the other one. So we don't really have a warning for this one in our region just yet. It's off towards Maryland, but now we're starting to see some storm activity over Hanover. Looks like we've got another strong cell that's moving north and east, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on southern York County also. Zooming in a little bit farther, got more activity, and this is a little bit more disorganized what we have happening from Huntington County off towards Fulton County. All of this is going to kind of be lifting north and east at the same time. Lewistown will likely going to be getting some rainfall soon. We'll keep an eye on Cumberland, Perry, and Franklin right now. Things are quiet in those.
Yay!
All right, so let's take a look at what we have here from the Storm Prediction Center. They still have us in that risk area.